Alright, what's up guys? JR here. It is Tuesday, August 25th, 2020, and I just wanted to make a really quick video just kind of outlining the most recent trade that I took when it comes to trading options. For those of you all that had the privilege of seeing the first video that I uploaded, selling the Facebook put, if you saw it, you saw it. If you didn't, you didn't. Thank you to two of you guys that actually posted a comment, just kind of outlining the risks that are involved with selling puts. And I will admit that it was I guess you can say a bit negligent. I didn't really think it through as far as uploading a video, selling a naked put, and just kind of, it felt irresponsible to me to upload a video like that and not really go into detail about all of the risks that are involved when selling naked puts, if things do happen to go against you. So yeah, I won't really get into that, but thank you to the two gentlemen that posted comments just kind of talking about that, and it was nice for me to to kind of have that realization that it's a bit irresponsible to post a video like that. But I'm just going to keep this really short, really simple, straight to the point. I just wanted to share the most recent trade that I took with you guys. And another thing that I will say, these videos that you'll see me uploading about options, at least at this point in time, take them more so as entertainment and less as education. I kind of just want this to be me sharing my personal trades and my personal thoughts as far as options are concerned. At least for the meantime. What I'll do in the future, I'm not completely sure. But right now, just kind of take this as entertainment, me just kind of sharing, what I'm thinking, what I'm doing. Obviously, I won't share everything, but, certain things that I do feel, are okay to share, I'll share them with you guys and just kind of keep you updated along the way. But yeah, so right now, this is the most recent trade that I took. I went ahead and I sold a vertical spread on the Russell 2000 index. So I sold the 1400 strike, and then I bought the 1350 strike. And there's 3 days left till expiration. These expire on August 28th. And pretty much all the premium is gone. These are worthless at this point. So we've essentially realized the maximum profit. Since we're so deep in the money, there's only 3 days left. Honestly, I'm just going to hold these till expiration and just let the money finish crediting into my account, and then we'll call it a day and we'll look for something else. But I sold the 1400 strike for $3.40, and then I bought the 1350 for $2.07. So that's a net profit, or a net difference, of $133. And as you can see, that's pretty much the profit that we have right now locked in on this trade. I believe when I first put the trade on, the probability of this being out of the money, at least for the 1400 strike, I believe that was around about maybe 92 or 93%. And then for the 1350, I think that was maybe 94 or 95. So on average, I'd say I had maybe a 93% chance of 93% probability or likelihood that this trade would expire profitable for me. I think I put it on maybe like 2.5, 3 weeks ago. I believe there was maybe 20 and some change days left till expiration. But yeah, so that's kind of besides the point. But yeah, it worked out well. I would never sell a naked put or an uncovered put on something in this price range, because that's house money. That's it's too much. That's a hit that you don't even want to gamble. You don't want to take that chance. Facebook, that's something that's relatively smaller. If I did have to buy, 100 shares of Facebook, I believe I sold it at the 225 strike. Let me pull that up really quickly so we can look at that. But yeah, for those of you all that saw the initial video, for those of you all that didn't see the initial video, I uploaded a video just demonstrating a trade that I took. I sold an uncovered put on Facebook right down here at the 225 strike price. It never went against me. I sold it for $100, and then I closed the trade out maybe about a week later for $75. So I closed it out a bit early. I could have held it till expiration and realized the full profit. That's what I'm doing with this one, because it hasn't moved against me at all. So I figured, all right, there's really no point in closing this out. I highly doubt that it's going to drop. What is it, like 150 points? I mean, anything is possible, especially with what's going on right now. So let me not even say I highly doubt it, but it's highly unlikely. But just keep in mind, anything is possible. But Yeah, so I sold the 225 strike on Facebook for $100, and I closed it out for $75 in profit after about a week. So that was the first naked put or uncovered put that I sold. I'm probably not going to be doing naked puts too often. Vertical spreads are a lot safer as far as the overall risk that's involved. If I did have to buy 100 shares of Facebook at this price, that wouldn't kill me. That definitely is more money than I am. It's definitely more money than I'm willing to spend or would like to spend, and I would have to get rid of those shares immediately after purchasing them. But it's something that I would be able to survive. The Russell 2000, that's a completely different story, though. That is, you're literally talking about somebody's house, depending on where you live. You're literally talking about depending on how much money you make, that's some people's yearly salary, a couple times over, depending on where you're located. But yeah, so I feel like I'm going on a tangent. Sorry about that, guys. But what I'll do is I'll post a link to a video in the description of this video, just kind of outlining the strategy that I implemented here, just selling an out of the money vertical spread. I'll post a link to that. Like I said, just at this point, I kind of want this to be more of entertainment, more of like a journal or documentation, just for myself and for you guys if you're interested in this kind of thing, just kind of showing you the trades that I'm taking with these options. And yeah, so I'll post a link in the video in the description section, just to a video kind of outlining the strategy and just the principles behind this and how it works and how the money's made, etc. For those of you all that are interested in that. And yeah, that'll be a good way to just kind of give a better insight into this particular strategy that I employed. But this is my initial strike price, so just a brief overview. What I did was when I sold this strike at the 1400 and I collected the premium for that and then bought this one for however much it was. Essentially, you take the difference between what you collected for selling this and then you subtract that by the by what you paid. No, I said that wrong. So you take the amount that you received for selling the 1400 strike, and then you subtract the amount that you paid for buying the 1350 strike, and then that's your profit, as long as on expiration date prices are above your strike price of 1400. So I figured, I identified this level of support, and I figured, prices most likely aren't going to come back down here and expire beneath this. And that's another thing. I'm only doing this on companies and stocks and charts that have strong price action patterns that I feel are solid enough that I'll be able to profit upon them. So clearly this was strong resistance. We're trending up. Everything looked good. We haven't made a lower low at all. If you look at this chart, we haven't made a lower low since March, when everything kind of, hit the fan and the bottom fell out and everybody was panicking and the world's going to end and the sky is falling, that kind of thing. So I figured this support is pretty clearly defined. The lows are getting higher. This is an important level. I figured it would be safe to sell beneath this. And yeah, it worked out well. There's 3 days left till expiration. I'm just going to hold that and let that expire. And yeah, price action is universal, just like Max says. Once you can read one chart, you can basically read any chart. So keep that in mind, guys. Those of you all that are studying, keep studying. Make sure you learn how to read a chart, because the possibilities they're seemingly endless. Once you can read this chart, you have a skill that you can transfer to any market, any time frame. Lots of different strategies, as long as you can read a chart. This is stuff that I never learned from Mac, but I learned how to read a chart from him, and that's really all you need when it comes to making money in the market. If you can read a chart, you can make money. And there's lots of different strategies, lots of different ways. There's many ways to skin a cat, so just keep that in mind. But I feel like I have overextended my stay. I talked longer than I wanted to talk. I have a few more things that I need to do. I probably won't upload this video today. It's August 25th. I'm not completely sure when I'm going to upload it, but I'll upload it sooner rather than later, so you guys can take a look at it. But hopefully you enjoyed this. I'll try to keep the options videos coming if this is your first time seeing an options video from me. Yeah, for those of you all that know, I started a new job at the end of May, and it's just kind of taken away some of the time that I had as far as being able to sit down and kind of watch the chart all day and day trade, I can't really do that anymore. Granted, I still do have my charts open and I can look at them, but I can't focus the way that I used to focus just because I'm preoccupied. I'm doing other things throughout the day. So because of that, I had to look for other ways to be able to trade for longer term time periods, and options is one of the things that I stumbled across. And fortunately for me, I work for a company where I have access to information that has been really helpful with getting me started with this and pointing me in the right direction, and knowing what to do and how to do it. So I'm grateful for that. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say. And if I repeated myself in this video, I do apologize. This is actually my second time recording it, so I'm not sure what I said in the first video and what I didn't say. So if there's any repeats, just know, no, I'm not going crazy or anything like that. This is just my second time recording it. So yeah, but this is, I think I'm going to leave you guys with that. And yeah, let me just pull this back up again and look at it one more time just for the sake of looking at it. But yeah, so we sold the 1400 strike and then we bought the 1350. They're trading for nothing now, so we've realized the full profit on this. There's 3 days left till expiration. I'm probably just going to let that expire and we'll call it a day. But for now, that is it, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or you simply just feel like shooting the breeze, go ahead and drop a comment down below. And I will see you guys next time. This is JR, and take it easy. And let's figure out if I actually know how to end this recording, because I've been having some trouble. So bear with me. And can I cut it off?